What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Greatly appreciate you checking these out. Seagull, quick thought here. 50-year mortgage. Whoa, 50 years. Right to the face. 50. Now, first of all, anybody that wants to own a home, congrats. I'm happy for you if that's the thing you want to do. Me personally, it's not a dream of mine. It's just not a dream of mine to own a home. I didn't grow up in homes. I've grown up in apartments my whole life. A house kind of creeps me out. There's too many rooms. There's too many places for people to be. There's too many places for people to just come in. You're on the ground floor. Like, I would never live on the ground floor of an apartment. I would not want to do it because people can just walk by and look in and be like, oh, eating a tangerine, huh? There's a reason that Friday the 13th does not happen in apartment buildings, because it would just be Jason in the lobby buzzing the bell trying to get upstairs, or doorman while heavily breathing through a hockey mask covered in blood, just standing there while the doorman is like, who are you here to see, sir? And put your mother's head in a bag. I don't want to necessarily live in a house. And I know there's certain people that would say, well, renting is a waste of money, because if you pay for a mortgage, then one day you will own the home. And I mean, I don't know, man, maybe just being alive is a waste of money. Because I feel that people say that renting is a waste of money because if you pay for a mortgage, then one day you're going to own the home. As if, like, there's no bills coming after that. But you're still going to have to pay property tax. You're still going to have to pay homeowners insurance. And you're still going to have to pay for anything that goes wrong in that home. That's another reason that I like an apartment. The shower breaks, I can call a guy. He's eating cigarettes. He's going to be mad that I bothered him. He's going to be upset that somebody else broke something somewhere, but eventually he will fix it. He will pay for it to be fixed. If I'm in a house, air conditioning breaks, that's on me. Some of those bills can be like $12,000. Hot water heater breaks, that's on me out of nowhere. I bought a house. I'm like, I'm paying this off. This is going to be great. Now I don't have hot water. Who can I call? Me. I can't call the bank. I can't call Chase Bank and be like, hey, remember that mortgage I got from you guys? Can you send a teller? Get somebody down there on their lunch break to come fix this thing. Can't do it. The only way you're not going to have any kind of bills, honestly, like monthly bills, what do you just live in the woods, go off grid, you live in the woods, and you sustain yourself on moss and the kindness of Disney chipmunks. But other than that, you will constantly be paying some form of rent. Because in my head, if you get a mortgage, every month you're kind of paying rent to the bank. You're kind of paying rent to the bank. And again, you can't ask the bank for anything. They are not going to come fix the tub, the toilet. They might not even take the calls after that unless it is to maybe pay them more money or ask them for more money that they can put interest on. There's also kind of a part of me too that anytime I walk into a subdivision, I'm sort of like, these are like apartments outside. Houses that are in the middle of nowhere that have like a lot of space between them, different type of situation. You have a big yard. You have a giant driveway. You have all of your own stuff. Subdivisions and stuff like that, I mean, it's kind of just an apartment broken down. There's no walls here now. You're this far away from the person beside you, though. You have this much space. You have like a cube for a lawn. You have a cube lawn, and they go, you own this. Great. I'm going to get some peace and quiet out here, my own personal time. Take a lawn chair out there. I'm getting some sun, and I'm watching the person beside me also get sun. They're my neighbor who owns that place right. I'm looking at them. Either way, I'm not a house person, but if you want a house, hopefully, if they even did this thing, this could be a thing that could potentially make more home owners, right? Maybe, because they're giving you more time to pay it off. I do think they maybe got to change the 50-year mortgage is a lot. That is a lot. That is, you might as well just say a long-time mortgage. It's a long-time mortgage until we stop asking you for it, because that would alleviate some stress in your head. You can every time you pay it, you can be like, is this the month that they stop asking me for this? 50 years, when you know that it's 50 years, at year 35, you're still like, I got 15 of this left. 15. They could make 3 more Spider-Mans in the time it's going to take me to finally pay off a mortgage I've already been paying for 35 years. The 50-year mortgage thing is interesting too, because apparently the average homeowner years ago, not even that long ago really, was 30 to 32. So if you got a 30-year mortgage at 32, when you're done paying that off, you're 62. 62-year-olds still got a lot of options. You can change your entire life at 62. You can You can start a whole other family. You can leave your accounting career and become a bodybuilder at 62. You can cover yourself in oil and flex in front of a room of people waiting to maybe meet Arnold. The average age right now of a homeowner this year apparently is around 40. So a 40-year-old getting a 50-year mortgage, when they're done paying that, is Dick Van Dyke. You are 90. You are a 90-year-old person. Not saying you can't be a healthy person at 90 years old. There's a lot of people doing it, but it's going to be a lot harder to start a whole other family. It's going to be a lot harder to start a whole other career. You can't be a 90-year-old person banging gear into your arm and then hitting Gold's Gym so that one day you can compete in the Mr. Olympia over, 60, for God's sake. They probably stopped it back then. It's going to be pretty tough. Either way, when you're 62, a lot more stuff going on in life than 90. Because at 90, what are you even doing? We finally paid it off, honey. And then just throw yourself into a hole. It's going to be pretty tough. You're almost going to be leaving one home for a home. You're leaving your home for a home. And again, 50 years. Just stop even calling it a mortgage. Just call it a marriage. Do you want to come down to the bank and get married to a house? Do you want to come down to the bank and marry a home? Well, look. Bring your family, call everybody you know. Everybody will sit out in chairs. You can walk up to a front door, kiss it, while a pastor goes, do you take this home to be your lawfully wedded home? Yes. Homeowners insurance apparently keeps going up too because of natural disasters are much worse now than they were a few years ago. There's way more floods everywhere. There's way more fires. And an insurance company's like, look, we can't keep paying for this. What about act of God? None of that. Act of, burning a tire, taking a can of Coke and smashing it into a pigeon's mouth. We've heated up the planet. Okay, and now we're paying for it insurance-wise. But either way, I don't know anything about anything. Let me know your thoughts. Is renting a waste of money? Is a 50-year mortgage a good idea? Thoughts, feelings, opinions, comments. Let me know what you think. Thank you for checking out this video. More to come. See you all later.